switch to my laptop, and no, from my laptop to my iPad. So I think the voice is clearly now. Okay, so how you guys doing? How are you, everyone?
We're doing fine.
Doing good.
Okay, don't forget to stay home and stay safe. So the COVID-19 pandemic is still very active in Cambodia. So currently we are concerned, about the new strain coronavirus. And I think a few days ago, the number rose to 100 cases, more than 100 cases. And today there are something around 37 cases in Cambodia. There are around 37 cases. So, be careful, everyone. Yeah, just stay home and stay safe. Okay, so what do you think about distance learning? Yeah, what do you think about online, education? Yeah, what do you think about online platform? Yeah, for your study. Are you feel convenient or you feel a little bit, uncomfortable, right? To study online.
It's still fun.
Okay, it has been more than 2 semesters, right? So now it's already in your 3rd semester that we, shift from physical class to online learning. So I believe that everyone also have some feeling that, we want to go back to physical class, but we cannot make it, right? Yeah, because of COVID-19. So probably we need to, study online for another semester until everyone, get vaccine, right? ចឹងយើងបន្តការសិក្សាតាមអនឡាញហ្នឹងរហូតដល់ប្រហែលជាមួយ semester ទៀតរហូតដល់គ្នាយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាទទួលបានវ៉ាក់សាំង COVID-19. I don't know whether it is the Sinopharm or it is the AstraZeneca or it is the, Indian product or, American products. But currently, our government is ordering, many vaccine, from, many countries. So hopefully we can be vaccinated, soon, and we can go back to normalcy. And how do you feel about online learning? Yeah, to be honest. So what is your feeling? Yeah, គ្នាយើងមានអារម្មណ៍យ៉ាងម៉េចដែរ
Lazy, sir.
It feel there is pros, there are pros and cons.
So what are pros and what are cons?
For me, the pros are like can come to class on time, but the cons, there are more cons than the pros because it feels like it feels less motivated to study.
So how to be motivated, when you study online?
Like it is, when I study online, I don't focus like when I study in class. Like when you study in class, you can see the teacher in front of you, and you are more focused like that.
Yeah, maybe it's because of, interaction, right? So in the physical class, you can interact with your classmates and with the lecturers.
Yes,
however,
sir.
in the, distance learning, we just talk to the screen, right? Yeah, sometimes we do not, turn on your camera, yeah, because of, internet connection. So if everyone turn on a camera and don't, I think maybe the speed is a little bit slow. So it's just like we are talking, to each other on, in front of computer, right? In front of laptop or in front of the phone, right? Yeah, I feel that it is inconvenient, right? In some situation, right? And what are, I think the pros, the con, no, the pros of the distance learning is that we can, attend the class early, right? you can attend the class on time. So you can study from home. You don't need to travel to school, to avoid the traffic jam, right? Okay, so how about your online exam last week? I think last in the previous week, right? I think a few weeks ago. So how was your exam?
Good, sir. Good.
Good.
Better.
I think online exam is somehow better, sir, because you type, so it make your hand less hurt, sir.
Okay. Okay, so when you like typing, and one day when you need to write something, right? We need your handwriting. So your letter is going to be better or worse?
Same, sir. Still beautiful, sir.
Or maybe you just stay home and maybe you can find a good place to do your exam. In the physical class, particularly in April or perhaps in in late March. So you can see the weather, right? The weather is so hot. The temperature in the class is also hot. I think it's not good at all, right? To talk to each other, right? And to do the exam, right, in the class. However, for the distance learning, you can work from home. You can do your exam, right, at home and submit it online. But based on the based on the previous final exam, I found out that some students they have some technical error when they submit their exam papers online. So yeah, like your friend mentioned earlier that there are pros and cons, right, of the distance learning. Anyway, we still continue our online class because of COVID-19 pandemic, right, in Cambodia. So hopefully we can go back to the physical class soon. And interesting, right? This semester there are more than 30 students, right? I think the number is up to 38 students. I don't know if this is the actual number of students in the class. Darya, 38 students is, I see, right? So there's too many, right? Too many students. So normally one class, there are only around 30 students. But I don't know why. Probably they believe that this is an online platform. They just put the student, right? Up to 38 students. I think never mind, right? We can work with one another until the end of semester. Okay, ចឹងយើងគ្នាយើងមាន38នាក់ណា38នាក់ and do and does anyone transfer from morning or afternoon class?
Good evening. I just moved from morning shift.
From morning. Only
Yes,
one
yes.
from morning? មានគ្នាយើងមានប្រហែលអ្នកទៀតគឺយើងបដូរពីពេលព្រឹកមកពេលយប់ How about afternoon class?
For this semester, only Sophia moved from the morning shift to the evening shift. But
I see.
for the previous semester, there's a lot.
Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, no doubt there are more than 35 students here. Okay, so before that, I would like to call attendant, and I want to know you, right? Okay, so first one, Biem Sena. Bien Sena. Absent today, Sena. Borat Tiriach.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Ratiriat.
Yes, sir.
Can you introduce yourself briefly?
Hello, sir. Can you say again?
Can you introduce yourself briefly?
All right. My name is Lu Tigit. I was born in 20, 2000, and now I am 20 years old, and I pursue dual degree DS and medical medicine. And yes, that's it.
Okay, so where do you study medical? Where do you undertake your medical study? So where did you?
University of Health and Science, teacher.
Okay, USS, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So between these two majors, which one do you like the most?
Actually, the DAS was my backup plan if I fail to come to the USS.
I see. So now you are in year 1 or year 2 at USS?
Both year 3. Like,
okay, so you, yeah, just put like that. Now you are in year 3 in both university, and you are going to graduate, from DIS, in the next year, right? Yeah, 2022, and you still have, I think, around 5 years, for your medical study at UAS. So how can you find a job, after graduation from DAS, or you graduate from DAS and you continue your medical study at USS?
um, uh, uh, actually, medicine is my priority, teacher. So after finish DAS, I will finish my medicine and work as a doctor.
I see. Okay, so you study only medicine or medical science? For medicine, I think you need only 5 years to complete your study, but for medical science, up to 8 years, right?
Yes, lecturer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna finish my bachelor of medicine with 6
5 years. 6 years.
And continue studying specialist for 4 years. And
Gonna be 10 years.
If I have better, B2 in French. Yes, if I have B2 in French, I will be intern. I will be go to French for internship.
I see. Okay, thank you, Riet. Yeah, thank you for your self-introduction.
Thank you, Richard.
So actually, back to I think more than 10 years ago, I got, grade B, just like B plus, and also got, scholarship at USS or Université des Centres de la Santé. However, I dropped my scholarship because of, my family issue. So I decided to, take, the medical science, political science, yeah, for my bachelor, and then I pursue my master degree in Japan. And after that, now I'm pursuing my PhD in Japan, right? So otherwise, I will be a doctor now. Just kidding, right? Just kidding. Okay, next one, Chan Tep Udom.
Hello, Chair. My name is Udom. I am 20 years old. I only pursue one degree at DAS. That is all from me, Chair.
And what do you want to be in the future?
In the future, I want to work at the Ministry of Defense.
So why do you want to be a soldier?
No, Chair, I want to be a minister. Chair.
A minister of National Defense.
Yes, Chair.
ចង់ក្លាយទៅជារដ្ឋមន្ត្រីហ្មងណា
Yes, Chair. You aim for something big, Chair.
Okay, very good, right? Very good. So hopefully, after សម្ដេចបច្ច័យសេនាធាបាញ់ right? It would be you, right, who will be, succeed his position, right, as the Minister of National Defense.
Maybe សម្ដេចពិជ័យឧត្តម someday.
Okay, yeah, hopefully Udom, Udom and yeah, you could be, right? I think one of senior, officer at the, Minister of National Defense one day. Yeah, if you put more effort, yeah, try to be, involved more in the defense, study. Yeah, probably you after your PhD, after a bachelor degree, probably you can pursue your master or even PhD and come back and become, a Minister of National Defense. Okay, so how can you deal with, the, relationship between China and US if you were, the Minister of National Defense?
The relationship right now, sir.
How can you deal with the great power competition?
Maybe we only can remain neutral. We can only be friends with everyone and enemy with none.
But you cannot stay still. For the US, they already criticize, pre-call crackdown in Cambodia, the human rights issue, democracy issue. So what was your stand? What is the position between China and US? Are you in more favor of US or you are in more favor of China?
I think it depends on the interest. Which one will benefit us the most? We will choose that one, and we can always be flexible with both. Someday we go with the US, someday we go with China. It's a good thing when we stay in the middle. You can go both sides.
Yeah, we need to multiply, right, our relationship, right, with many countries, right, around the world.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we don't need to
yes,
stick, with only one country.
Yeah, sure. And we can gain more concession from them as well, since we can lobby them.
Yeah, very good, Udam. Thank you. Okay, next one, Chiếm Mùi Huột.
Hello, like.
Mùi Huột, right? Mùi Huột.
Yeah. My name is
okay,
Mùi Huột. 20
okay,
years old. Only pursue single degree at the IS.
And what is your future plan?
I don't know yet, but I think I run my own business.
Your own business? What kind of business do you want to run?
I plan to open my coffee shop.
The coffee shop?
Yeah.
You mean a coffee and bakery shop, right?
Yeah.
You know that the sector is very competitive in Cambodia now. How can you make your business unique and profitable?
I will choose a design which is come up with the my culture and make it unique. Yeah.
Okay. And will it be your own business or will it be a joint venture between you and the other business partners?
I think I'll plan it with my friend.
Yeah. Okay, hopefully I can go to your coffee shop one day.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we see that.
And we can have, a party, right, after your graduation.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Wood. Okay, next one, Jane Sietnan.
Yes, hello, Laj. My name is Jane Sietnan, and currently I'm taking 2 majors, which is accounting and DAS. Yes.
Where do you study accounting?
At Vanda Institute, like.
And what is your future plan? Do you want to be accountant or you want to be, have any other job in the public or private sectors?
For me, now I'm interested in auditor, like. Yes, like I want to try. I want to work as an auditor in the future. Yeah.
You want to work for government or you want to work for the private sector?
Both, like.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Sian Nam.
Yeah, thank you. Like.
Chuan Chai Long.
Hello, Cha.
Hello, Chai Long.
Hello, Cha. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Okay, so can you introduce yourself briefly?
Hello, Cha. My name is Chun Chalong. I'm 24 years old. Now I'm doing only one degree. My future plan is government officer, Cha.
Which ministry do you want to work for?
Cha, depend on, like, Cha, do you know, I used to take the exam at ERA, but I failed. But I think that when I pass the exam at ERA, I think that the school will divide the student to work for the government, but I don't know that which ministry that I will work, sir, but I will try to take the exam at there, sir.
But if you have tried to choose, so which ministry do you choose?
I think I choose Ministry of Economic and Finance, sir.
Why?
Because I have basic understanding of economics. Also, I think I graduated from National University of Management. That's why I think that my knowledge is, I can know basic understanding of economics, so that I think that Ministry Economic and Finance is suitable for me.
I see. Okay, so maybe in year 4 you are going to choose IE, right?
No, sir, because I finished economic already from one university. Maybe I choose IR, sir, because I think
IR,
that,
right?
yeah, I think that both can help me to achieve my goals, sir.
Yeah, they are complement, right, to each other.
Yeah,
they're complementary to each other. Okay, thank you, Chai Long.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Chen Sopanya.
Hello, like I'm here.
Hello,
Yeah.
Panya.
Yes, like
Please
I'm here.
tell us something about yourself.
Yes, like my name is Panya. I am 20 years old. I am taking only one major. And for my future plan, I have two plans in advance. If I can got the chance to get the citizenship in Australia, I would go to live there with my family there. And if I cannot, I would start my business in Cambodia.
Do you stay in Cambodia alone?
I stay in Cambodia with my family, but my uncle and my grandmother, they live in Australia.
So which part of Australia are they living?
New South Wales.
New South Wales? Yeah, very good, I think, state. So the weather is so nice. And, you know, you can...
It's so hot, hotter than in Cambodia.
Yep. Some, you know, in some season, right? It is hot, but, you know, most of the time it's very nice, you know, weather. And I like Queensland. Queensland is, so basically I think around 9 degrees Celsius. So it's not too cold, it's not too hot.
Yes, like.
And have you already applied for citizenship in Australia?
Yes, my uncle just received the document for me. And he wants to claim as I am his son in order to get me there.
And do you want to pursue your master degree in Australia after your BA here?
I'm not planning yet, but maybe.
Yep. So hopefully you can achieve your dream, Panya.
Yes, like thank you.
Yeah, going to Australia and stay there and find a girlfriend and create a family.
Yeah, thank you, like.
Okay. Next one, Darlene.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Darlene.
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. So please tell us something about yourself.
I am Darlene, and I am currently 20 years old, and now I only pursue one degree, which is BIS. That's all, teacher.
And where are you from, Darlene?
I live in Phnom Penh.
You are in Phnom Penh, right?
Yeah.
And what do you want to do in the future after your graduation?
I'm not sure yet, but ever since I chose the IS, I want to be a government official in Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but I'm not sure whether I can do it or not.
So how can you be a diplomat? What should you prepare and what should you do in order to be a diplomat?
Maybe learning more about the relation of of Cambodia and other countries, as well as improve my communication skill.
And don't forget to apply, for the exam at MOFA.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you pass the exam, you can be the official, and you work there, I think, for a few years before you can go to, to post, in a different country.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it takes time, but you can do it.
Thank you.
And there are a lot of DIS alumni, who are currently working at MOFA. So probably after your graduation, just let me know, right? If you want to know how you can apply, for a job there, I can contact my student there, and they can guide you how to apply for, how to, prepare for the exam and how to prepare for the interview, at MOFA.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, next one, Kéo Dane.
Hello, sir. Could you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can. Okay, Dane,
Yeah.
can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Kadane. Currently, I'm taking only one degree, DAF, and I'm also working at a local bank.
Okay. Is it your full-time
the
job or your part-time job there?
Full-time job, sir.
And what do you plan for your future after graduation?
I haven't thought about it yet, but maybe I want to work at the ministry.
Which ministry?
MOFA, sir.
MOFA?
Yes.
Okay, I think a lot of students, right, want to go there, and a lot of people, right, want to be a diplomat, right? So you can be one of them.
Yes, sir, but
Okay,
many people cannot achieve that.
Oh no, right? Just try your best. And you can see our alumni, if they cannot work for, MOFA, they can go to, other ministries. I think many of them go to Ministry of Commerce, Ministry of Economic and Finance, and some of them go to, Ministry of National Defense. I think depending on the opportunity, right? Whether you pass the exam at, a certain ministry, you can go there, right? If you are not happy with the job, probably you can learn something like from your institution, and maybe you can resign, and maybe you can apply for, a better job after that, right? You just learn, right? Because you are still young. Everyone is still young, right? Is still young. So I think you have a lot of time to learn, right? To gain more experience from your work. And if you apply, to study at ERA, or maybe you apply for a job at a certain ministry, if you fail, try again, right? So it's not too late for you, right? Because you're still young, right? Still young. And after BA, yeah, probably you can thinking about, scholarship, right, to pursue your master degree, right? Yeah, probably in Australia, probably in, US, in Japan, right? In Europe, in China. There are so many Chinese scholarships, I think, for Cambodian students. So you have plenty of opportunity, right? Okay, thank you, Dane.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, next one, Lâm Pon.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Ron.
Yeah, teacher.
Yeah, tell us something about yourself.
My name is Lam Panyarot, and now I am 20 years old, and I also study the major is banking and finance at Center for Banking Studies. Yes, that's all, teacher.
Okay, so what is your future plan?
My future plan, I want to work at the National Bank of Cambodia, teacher.
Okay, very good, right?
Yeah, teacher.
So you focus more on banking, right, and finance.
Yeah, teacher.
And maybe DIA is your second choice, right? Yeah, for your career prospect.
Yeah, teacher.
You know, I remember, right, two of my friends, also work for NBC, right?
Yeah.
So they graduated from DIS, maybe 12 years ago. Yeah, I think they do not have any background in banking and finance, but they can go to work at the National Bank of Cambodia.
Yeah, teacher.
Yep. Okay, so we can learn from a job, right? Learn from our career. Yeah. So, yeah, try your best and you can do it.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Panaran. Okay, next one, Lok Kim Boramai.
Hello, Lek.
Hello, Boramai.
Yep. My name is Lokim Boramai. I'm 20 years old. Since I'm working and studying at the same time, so I pursue only DIS. I think that's it.
And what do you want to be in the future?
My career path. I plan like 5 plans for my career path. So, firstly, if I want to work at MOFA, and if it's not gonna work out, I'm just gonna work for the NGO or some program of the UNDP and stuff. And if it's not working, I'm gonna work at the company I'm currently working in, and if it's not gonna work or I'm not passing much or I want to change, I would go for my own business. So I have a lot of plans.
Yeah, your plan A, plan B, right?
Yes.
Until plan Z, right? Plan X or plan Y, right?
Yes.
Okay, I think go try, right? Good.
Yes.
So try your best for plan A, right? Yeah, working for UNDP or Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, Baramai.
Yes.
Lee Savan Pechda.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Pechda.
Yes.
Could you please introduce yourself briefly?
My name is Lee Savan Pichita. Currently, I'm 22 years old. I pursued 2 degrees. The first one is I graduated 3 months ago, and the other one is DS. Yes.
So, which major did you graduate? Did you study few years ago, right?
A few months ago.
Okay, 2 months ago. So,
yes.
what major?
My other major is accounting and finance.
At CAMAT?
No, at University of Economic and Finance.
I see.
Yes.
And what do you want to be in the future?
Right now, I am working as an external auditor.
At private company?
At Big Four firm.
I see.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Pachida.
Yes, Pichita, like.
Pachita, right? Pachita.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next one, Lee Sochita. Lee Sochita.
Excuse me, like she's absent today.
Okay, thank you. Nopchan Monirat. Nopchan Monirat. Yeah, I think maybe she's absent today. Daria, our class
Yes.
monitor. Okay, let's tell us something about yourself.
So my name is Ocdelia and I'm currently 20 years old and I only pursue one major which is DAS and I'm a currently full-time staff at a local bank.
Local bank, right?
Yes.
And Daria, what do you want to be in the future?
I want to either go into a ministry or a IGO or NGO like.
Okay, so which ministry do you want to work for?
If I can choose, it's either Ministry of Economic and Finance or Ministry of Commerce, something related to economic.
Okay, very good. And how about NGO? So which NGO do you want to work, for when you can go to the public sector?
Actually, my mom want me to go into the to UNDP or other UN organ because it has a lot of benefit for me and also it's related to the major. Yeah.
Right. So maybe you can try your best for the career at the UN agency, right?
Yeah.
So I think first maybe you can gain more experience from probably from a private NGO, or maybe you can work for government for a couple of years before you want to work for the UN agency. So one of my good friends, currently working as the official at UNDP, and so before that, he worked for VOA, I think for a couple of years, and after that, he pursued his master degree in Australia for 2 years. When he come back, he worked as the manager in one I think NGO, in the field of education, for 2 or 3 years. And finally, he applied for a job at UNDP and he passed. And he worked as the full-time official at UNDP. I think he make a lot of money. I think from a career, I think up to $3,000 per month. I think that's a good job, right? That's a good job.
Yes,
okay.
but I mean like even in the UN agency or organ, like they require a lot of working experience to to enter their job. That's why it's kind of hard to get in.
Yeah, sure. And one of our lecturers, currently teaching probably year 2 or year 3 students, to work for UNDP. So yeah, maybe you can ask, for more information if you, prepare for a job, prepare your application, right, to apply for a job at UNDP. Yeah, just let me know, right, when you are ready for a job there. I can introduce someone. You can consult with him or with them, right, to get more idea how to apply for a job there. Okay, thank you, Daria. Okay, next one, Rua Prasati.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Sati.
Hello, teacher. I'm currently studying 2 degree. I'm a senior at DOE, Department of English in IFL and here DAS. So my initial plan was to be a diplomat. So I wanted to apply in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but after talking to several people working there, I changed my mind, and then I'm currently.
And then what do you want to be?
Currently, I changed my plan a bit, so I want to work in a social research, and then maybe after several years, I'm applying to the move far.
Okay. Okay, so so maybe you do not need to change your goal. Yeah, probably you change your activities. What need
Yes.
what you should do, right? In order to
Yes.
achieve your goal, right? Okay, thank you, Sati. Okay, next one, Sripek.
Yes, teacher. My name is IS308 and I'm 20 years old and currently only pursuing one degree, which is the IS.
And what's your future plan?
My future plan is actually I want to own a business, but my initial plan is working in any economic sector. Yes, that's it.
Okay, so which institution do you want to work for?
Ministry of Economic
and Finance, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Pei.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, next one, Som Nang.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Som Nang.
Yes, hello, teacher.
Okay, please introduce yourself.
Yes, hello everyone and hello teacher. My name is Samnang. I'm currently pursuing only one major, which is DAS. And my future plan is I want to become a economy analyst teacher, economics analyst.
For government or for private sector?
I think private sector teacher.
So which institution?
I haven't targeted yet, sir.
Yeah, I think economic analyst is a good job, right? It's a good job. And there are so many companies, need economic analysts because they want to expand their business. They need someone who can analyze, the economic situation, to do the market survey, to get more customer, right? For the products.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Samnang.
Thank you, sir.
Somebody ball.
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can.
Currently, I am a monk, and I have been a monk since 2013. And currently, I only pursue only DS. And for the future plans, I just want to work for a private company, and somehow just want to, if there is a chance, I would work at any other ministries.
Okay, thank you, Dakon. So what your research interest? What your research interest?
Excuse me?
Dakon, what was your research interest? Interested Sarchium PAK. So what subject are you interested in?
Oh, now I just only take the essay.
Okay, and you said that in the future you want to work for a private company, right?
Yeah.
So what kind of company do you want to work, for?
Just something that related to the majors that I study now. It could be NGO or something that related to the majors.
Okay, thank you, Dakon.
Yes, thank you, teacher.
Okay, next one, Saw Putirati.
Hello, sir.
Saputirat.
Yes. So can you hear?
Yeah, can.
Okay. Yes. I'm Putirat, and currently I am doing a single degree at DS only. And about my future plan, if I have a chance, I want to be a lecturer.
At DIS or at the other university?
I don't know, sir. I don't know yet. But I have multiple goal. I just want to work at public sector as well at Secretary of Civil Aviation. Sir.
Okay, very good, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Rat.
Yes.
Next one, Sarit, which mean?
Hello, like.
Hello, which mean?
Yes, can you hear me, like?
Yeah, can please.
So my name is Which mean, and I'm 20. I'm from Posat province, and currently I only take DAS.
And your future plan?
After I graduate, I would continue my study for my study degree abroad, and I'm quite not sure whether like after my study, like I am not sure that I would involve or work with the private company or run my parents' business.
I see. Okay, so you say that you plan to do your master abroad, right?
Yes, sir.
So which country do you want to go?
Either United States or Australia.
You know, yeah, US and Australia. And which subject are you going to undertake, you know, for your master?
For international relation.
Yeah,
But
IR, right?
yes, but I am not sure whether to choose IR or IE in next year too. Like, I'm considering.
So which one do you interested?
Um,
Which one are you interested? IR or IE?
IR, but
You
I
prefer
only,
IR, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so so it's depending on your interest, depending on your motivation, right? If you say that you want to, you know, pursue your master in IR, yeah, probably you can, you know, take IR, you know, concentration, right, in your year 4. However, you want to focus more on economic, you know, issue, you can go to IE. So you still have one more semester to decide whether you want to go to IR or IE. And you have plenty of time, right, to make decision, right?
Yes, like yes.
Okay, thank you, which mean.
Yeah, thank you, like.
Next one, Sao Sakun Konita.
Yes.
Okay, Konita, please.
Yes. I want to work in the NGO. Yeah.
Where are you from, Konita?
Cambodia, Phnom Penh.
Yeah, Phnom Penh, Phnom Penh.
Yes,
And
yes.
how many majors do you
I only
study?
study DAS.
And you said that you want to work for a private company or public sector?
Just the NGO.
NGO. So what kind of NGO do you want to work, you know, for?
I'm not
Is
sure
it
about
related
that yet. I'm
to?
just
Is
still
it
thinking, but yeah, I want to work at the NGO so that I can help, you know, tackle world issues and like get more in depth in it and probably have a voice in it and help, you know, with all the other new generations.
I see. So big field do you plan for your job? You work for NGO in the field of education or in the field of you know, gender development,
I think
gender
more of
promotion,
the
or what?
gender. Yeah, I think more
Gender
of
equality.
gender. Yes,
I see. And what do you think about gender equality in Cambodia now?
It needs work. It needs change, and it needs, yeah.
So what are problems?
Well, very easily we can see the pay, we can see the treatment, and we can see just how we, differently we're treated between the male and female.
So how about, when, the women, get pregnant, right?
Yes.
So they have maternity leave. How about the men? What do you think about that?
Well, what we can see now, there's nothing going on, but I mean, there should be a bit more change, and we can see that women can, well, now we can see that there's maternity leave and so on, but the leave, like after giving birth and then the leave and then going back to work, it's a very short amount of time if we were to consider it. And I think that time itself is very pressured on the mother, and it can also, just giving birth and the whole pregnancy process itself is depressing. It can cause depression to the mother. And if the mother were to be under so much and high pressure, she is going to have much more mental issues and stuff. So we can see from that itself, but it's not really given upon and looked upon because like it's just in the workforce, it's just like instantly thought of that, oh, after you give birth you get your maternity leave, and then yeah, you're expected to go back. That's it.
See. Okay, one last question. You know, in Cambodia now, on Facebook,
yes,
you know something like going on, something about domestic violence, and one Oknya, right?
Yeah.
Beat his wife, and his wife post the video on Facebook, and the video become more popular, right? On even Prime Minister, even reacted to that kind of information. So what do you think about the women's rights in this situation?
I just think that the matter itself should have been handled personally and privately between the two rather than bringing it up to a personal scale. But instead, I'm also happy for the wife that she like spoke up. But it's also wrong that the husband used violence and so on. However, I still think that they should have solved the problem privately between the two rather instead than bringing the whole population in on their private matters.
Okay, thank you, Kanitha. Yeah, thank you for your ideas. So actually, there are two groups of people, right? So the majority of people, support the wife, while I think the minority, right, of people support the husband, right? So I think the situation is still going on, right? And they even, discuss about gender, right? They discuss about the role of women, the women rights in Cambodia. Yeah, very interesting, right? Yeah, about Cambodia now. Yeah, particularly, the social media, right, become, more and more important for, Cambodian people. Yeah, particularly at the time of COVID-19, right? So we do not care about the number of, infection. They don't care to, follow what is going on, right, between Oknya and his wife. Very interesting. Okay, next one, Siek Kwa, Siek Kong.
Yes.
Siek Kong or Siek Kwang?
Siek Kwang.
Oh, Siek Kwang.
Yes.
Okay, please, Siek Kwang.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Siek Kwang and I'm 20 years old. And currently I study 2 degrees. One is DAS and another one is chemical and food engineering. And for my future plan, I'm not really sure, but perhaps I would working on the beverage company or I will start my own business.
Okay, thank you, Siek Kwang. Okay, next one, Sin Vera Reni.
My name is yes, teacher.
Okay, please.
My name is Rani, and currently I'm only pursuing 1 degree, which is DAS, and for my future plan, I want to work in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Okay, thank you, Rani. Okay, I think now we are running out of time, so I go quickly, right? Okay, Sien Sun Hua.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please introduce yourself.
My name is Sun Hua, and currently I'm taking two major. Is one is DAS and another one is banking and finance. And for my future plan, I want to work for the Ministry of Finance, Economy and Finance.
Economy and Finance. Okay, thank you, Hua. Saying with Mian. Saying with Mian. To be absent. Saying. So. Yes, so saying vô sum tay.
Yes, teacher. My name is Seng Wasumtai, and I only study one major, which is DIS, and currently working at one private company. For my future plan, I want to pursue a master degree and maybe working at a private company.
Okay, so what major do you want to study for your master?
I'm not sure, but maybe relating to economy.
I see. Okay, thank you, Tay.
Yes.
Sum Rang Say.
Yes, like my name is Liang Sai, and this is my only major. And for the future plan, I think I want to work at an NGO related to the environment. That's it, Chap.
Okay, very good, right? So, do you like environmental study?
Yes, I'm very passionate.
And probably you can, shape your research interest and can go to pursue maybe master degree in environmental study, right? Somewhere in Australia, probably in Japan, right? Or maybe in US.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I think maybe you can go to. I think Australia. There's a lot of because environmental study is a priority, for Australian scholarship. Maybe you can apply for, AAS scholarship. I mean Australian scholarship, to pursue your master, right? It's different, from political science. Chỉ tôi thấy mới announcement nhưng mà condition នៃបុគ្គលស្ដីគឺកម្រឲ្យអធិភាពទៅដល់មុខវិជ្ជាតទៅមួយវិជ្ជាសាស្ត្រនយោបាយក៏ទៅលើមុខវិជ្ជាតទៅមួយ IR ពីច្រើនឲ្យទៅលើវិទ្យាសាស្ត្រពិតណា natural science, something about environment, about public health, about infrastructure, about water, right? I think you have more opportunity, to receive, the Australian scholarship to pursue your master degree in Australia. Okay, thank you, Thang Sai. So Visal.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay, please introduce yourself.
So my name is Visal, and I'm 21. And for my future career, I think I prefer working at the private sector. Yes, sure.
So which company do you want to work for?
Because currently I'm working at a local bank, so maybe I'm still looking at it.
You still want to work for that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Visal.
Yes, sure.
Surtida.
Yes, good evening lecture. So my name is Tina, and I'm also a student of media and communication. And for my future plan, I might be work as a journalist or a communication in some random NGO. Yes, I'm still not sure. Yes.
So you are currently studying at DMC, right?
Yes, like.
So some lecturer there. Petong. I mean the sport, right? The sport petong. So normally they like playing petong. I think
yes.
the DMC, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and usually go there and not usually, just sometimes I go there and play with them, right? គ្រូខាង DMC ក៏ចូលចិត្តបេតងណាបេតងព្រោះនៅក្នុងនៅគៀនកលៀតអា DMC នឹងវាមានអាបេតងមួយអត់តែរាល់ម៉ោងប្រហែលជា4កន្លះក៏ម៉ោង5គាត់បោះបេតងអញ្ចឹងទៅហើយខ្ញុំទៅសាលាទៅខ្ញុំទៅញឹកឯងខ្ញុំយូរទៅម្ដងអញ្ចឹងណាទៅជួបគាត់ហៅលេងអញ្ចឹងណា I'm very happy right to talk to them and try to get more idea about the social media about some communication issue right in Cambodia. Okay, thank you, Sida. Thing Riabot.
Hello teacher and hello everyone. My name is Tang Rabot and I only pursue one major, which is DIS. And my future plan is to work for an NGO that is related to human rights or any type of humanitarian organization.
Mm-hmm. So why do you like human rights, issue? I mean, why you want to work for NGO that related to human rights?
Because there are a lot of issues surrounding human rights, not just in our country, but all over the world. And also, this is kind of personal, but my parents advised me not to work in any sort of government sector because there are a lot of corruptions and backstabbers.
I see.
And I don't know if I would survive that.
I see. Thank you, Rabon. Okay, next one, T. Chandaniat.
Hello, lecturer. My name is T. Chandaniat, and I'm currently studying 2 majors. One is accounting and finance, and another one is DS. And for my future careers, I think I don't really have one right now because I still want myself to see both sides of those 2 majors, and I want to experience more in those 2. So I'm not quite sure about that.
Okay, thank you, Niat. Tut Satikon.
Good evening, Chair.
Good evening, Tikon.
Yeah, my name is Satikon, and currently I only take one major, which is DIS, and my future plans, I don't really have a particular one, but for now, I would say that I would ministry officer in MOFA, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Satikon. I think your name is similar to one of lecturer, right? At DAS. Yeah. Okay, anyway, let's move to the other one. Tut Sopiat Na.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Supetna, and I currently only doing 1 degree, which is DIS, and yes, I'm 20 years old. And for my future career, to be honest, I'm not quite sure about it yet because I'm still on my way, trying to explore myself what I like the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully you can find find your identify which career are you going to do, right, in the future.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Un Kung Bok Karya, right?
Yes, so good evening, my name is Kya, and currently I'm only taking 1 degree, but it's DAS. For my future plan, I guess I want to work for private organizations or maybe MOFA. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Kya.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, next one, Vichat Sachaniat.
Hello, my name is Sachanit, and beside DRS, I'm also majoring in Chinese literature and language. And for my future plan, I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm gonna work in some field that related to Chinese. Yes, thank you.
So you also study Chinese and IFL?
Yes.
I see. Okay, thank you. Jum Sinasa.
Hello teacher and everyone. My name is James Nasa, and currently I'm pursuing only one major, which is DAS. And for my future plan, I want to work in the embassy of the US. And if possible, for several years, I would like to live and get citizenship in the United States. Yes, thank you.
I see. Okay, thank you. Yours, Radavin.
Good evening, teacher. My name is Yura Devin, and I'm taking only DS right now. And future plan, I'm interested in academia. That's it, teacher.
Okay. So, which center of it institute are you going to work for? I mean, the institute that related to academic issue.
Maybe CD or I, teacher, or maybe I'm pursuing another degree in law or security study. I'm not sure yet, sir.
I see. If you want to work for CD or I, at least you have to get master degree. So maybe yeah, you can pursue your master right after your BA, right after your graduation, or maybe you can work for a few years before you go to pursue your master and come back and apply for a job and CD or I, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, so yeah, very nice, to get to know, right, everyone. So everyone have different background. However, we have we undertaking the same major, and we have different career paths. Yeah, future plan, right? I think most of you want to work for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, and some of you want to go for Ministry of Economic Finance, and still some of you want to work for the private sector. And I think they're very good, right? Very good. So stick with your plan and try to do your best, study more and try to get more experience, and hopefully in the future you can realize your dream, right? you know achieve your future plan, right? Okay, thank you everyone for your self introduction.
I was late. My name is Sene.
Okay, Sene. Okay, you are you are the first one, right? Okay, Sene,
Yes.
can you introduce yourself briefly?
So my name is Mian Sene, and I'm from Phnom Penh and also live in Phnom Penh. And currently I'm pursuing 2 degrees. One is DAS and the other one is DMC. And for my future career, I'm stuck between MOFA and Ministry of Commerce, and I'm still thinking about it now. And also my future plan change from time to time, so I'm still learning about it too. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, Sene. Okay, thank you everyone. Yeah, for your self introduction.
Excuse me, lecturer. My name is Manira. I also come late.
Okay, Melina, please introduce yourself.
Yes, lecturer. So, hello, lecturer. My name is Nopjam Manira. Currently, I am pursuing one bachelor degree in international study at DAS. And for my future plan, I think that if possible, I will apply for master degree after finish DIS. and my master degree will be in public policy. And for my future goal of job, I would, if possible, I want to be in the public policy field in both NGO and ministries.
Okay, thank you so much, Niron.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay, so I already uploaded, the course syllabus and also the textbook, in the folder on Microsoft Teams. Have you already downloaded, the files from the Microsoft Teams?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can Daria, show the course syllabus on the screen? Can you share the screen with us, Daria? Hello, Daria.
Yes, hello,
So Daria, can you share the screen with us? Yeah, to show the course syllabus, so we can go to course syllabus one by one, right?
Well, I will try because my internet is kind of not really stable.
Okay, so let me try, Daria. It's okay. I can try it. Okay, can everyone see the course syllabus now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, so the course title, the subject, for our class is institutions in the Asia Pacific. So, of course, we will focus on, regionalism, right? Or institution in the Asia Pacific. And the course code is IS308. So the number of credit is 3, right? Equivalent to 45 hours. So it's going to be, 45 teaching hours for me. But, in reality, it could be more than that, right? It could be beyond 45 hours. It depending on, our, content, right? If we can finish earlier with fitting 45 hours, that's good. If we cannot finish it, we can have more makeup class. I think we can go beyond, right? 45 hours. ចឹងយើងអាចលើ45ម៉ោងណា45ម៉ោងទៀតប៉ុន្តែយើងព្យាយាមដើម្បីlimit to only 45 hours. If we cannot, it beyond 45 hours. That's okay, right? I can make more classes for you. Okay, so for this course there will be two teachers, me andលោកគ្រូAntirat. So Mr. Tirat is teaches only morning students. And also one evening class, right? Evening class. And I teach afternoon class and also your class, right? In the evening. And for my office hour, is from 2 to 4 p.m. On Monday, right? Every Monday. So if you want to make any appointment with me, just let me know, right? We can have academic consultation or any dialogue from 2 to 4, right? Every Monday, at my office, E3.21 of Building E, IFL campus. However, for the safety reason, right? So for now, if you want to have any appointment, right, just let me know. We can have the online consultation, right, on Monday. Okay, so can anyone read course description? Udom, can you read course description?
Yes, sir. So, at the heart of international relations lies a continuous examination of the development of interstate relations and
different community building initiatives and projects to govern such. Remarkably, the Asia Pacific, which is contested even in the definition itself, is known as a diverse region that owns most of the world population and an important arena which different major regional powers, including US, China, and Japan, cooperate, resulting in various community building projects while concurrently competing against one another. As a state cannot be a lone traveler for peace and prosperity in this age of globalization, and the impact of what happened in the Asia Pacific can be felt beyond the geographic area. This region and a set of institutions therein are worthy of a comprehensive study. The course is designed for students who seek a better understanding of what the Asia Pacific is, who involved in the building of the regional architecture, what regionalism and its limitations, if any, are, and what the regionalism associated with institutions in the Asia Pacific is likely to be.
Okay, thank you, Adam. So we focus more on the Asia Pacific region, right? The region is so diverse. It become the place for strategic competition among great powers, including the United States, China, Australia, Japan, India, right, and many other countries involved in the competition, right? So we will focus on many organization, many institutions in the region, including the AOF, EAS, ASEAN Plus 3, or we can go beyond that, right? By looking at the sub-regional level, particularly the Mekong region. So in the Mekong region, currently there are so many strategic competitions among a major power. The United States initiated the Lower Mekong Initiative, I think back to 2009, and currently they upgrade their initiative to ASEAN US partnership, right? Yeah, because for the United States, Mekong become increasingly important for economic and strategic considerations. And India, right, also have its own framework in the Mekong region. Japan and South Korea also have their own cooperation framework. And currently, Australia jump in, right, creating the ASEAN ASEAN and Australia cooperation, right, framework inside the Mekong region. So it become a very hard competition, right, among those major among those great powers. A lot of people they make the argument that it become a real example, right, of a competition between China and the Quad, right? Quad, yeah, Quad trilateral security dialogue, including Japan, the United States, India, and Australia. So they competed for free navigation, not only in the South China Sea, but also in the Indian Ocean, and now they competing, right, in the Mekong region, right? Yeah, because they want to contain China, right? They want to reduce the influence of China in the region, right? Yeah, particularly in the Southeast Asia, and more importantly, right, in the Mekong region, right? So we focus on how those states work with one another to create a certain type of institution that contribute, I think, a lot to security, to economic prosperity, and to the stability, right, in the region. Okay, so yeah, we have, I think, 8 important learning outcomes, based on 3 important factors: knowledge, skill, and attitude. So for knowledge, at the end of the course, you will be able to describe the development and different characteristics of the Asia Pacific regionalism, right? Number 2, explain the origin and forces behind the institutionalization of different regional projects in the region. So mainly, Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, what we call APEC, ASEAN Regional Forum, AOF, ASEAN Plus 3, APT, or maybe ASEAN, ADM plus, or maybe, we can go to study something about, East Asian Summit, and we can work on, a many, regional architecture, right, in the Mekong region. Number 3, you will be able to identify the role of major regional actors, such as the United States, China, Japan, and other important, players in the region, right, including Australia, New Zealand, and member state, right, of the ASEAN in the development of the regional architecture, right, in the Pacific region. Okay, so for the skill, number 4, right, you will be able to demonstrate, the ability to apply, different IR theory to explain the nature and the role of players, the actors in the building of regional institution. Access the importance of such institution in the international arena, and also discuss the prospect for institutionalization in the region. So number 5, you will be able to collect, analyze, organize, convey, and evaluate, information in producing, right, working papers, including written assignments, your homework, right, and also you'll be able to develop, leadership and interpersonal skills through group discussion and group assignment. So you need to work with one another, right, from the beginning of semester until the end. So you develop your leadership skill, you develop group work, teamwork, right, spirit, right, and you can help each other, to complete the assignment on time. Okay, number 3, attitude. So at the end of the course, you will be able to examine and identify the operation and limitation, if any, of each institution in a courteous manners. Number 8, realize the important role of East Asia and Asia Pacific institution in dealing with security and economic issue in the region, and particularly you develop a sense of appreciation of regional diversity and national interests. So this is what you are going to achieve at the end of the class, right? At the end of the course. In terms of knowledge, skills, and attitude. Okay, so for this part, regarding the DIS program learning outcomes, you can read by yourself at home. And importantly, right, for the reading material, the textbook I already uploaded, on in the folder, right, on Microsoft Teams. So the book is quite interesting, right? It's very thick, I think more than 500 pages. តពក្រាមដែលគឺប្រហែលជា500តពជាងណា It is the edited book, meaning that the scholars compile a different article from different scholars, and they make it as a book, right? Edited books. It's about the handbook of Asian regionalism, published by Roulette, in 2012. I already uploaded the textbook in the folder, right, on Microsoft Teams. Maybe you can download it and read some pages, right, to get overall understanding, right, of the book. And we have the other two complementary read material and the same scholar, right, about institution of the Asia Pacific, ASEAN, APEC, and beyond, right, also published by the Roulette, right. And the other one is the scholar about about East Asian, right, regionalism, by Roulette in 2016. Okay, so if you want to read more, right, about institution, you want to read more about regionalism, right, in Asia Pacific, and if you find any journal article online, you cannot download it, just let me know, right? I can download those articles for you, right? Yeah, because I have my student password in Japan, so I can access to a variety of journal articles, so I can do it for you. Okay, so equally important, right? You have to fulfill 4 requirements to pass the course. So the first one is class participation, homework and quiz, 10%. But actually, I do not like quiz. Do you like quiz, everyone?
No.
No chưa?
Of course, no, sir.
Chưa,
Okay,
online cheating chưa?
yeah, you have the same idea, right? If you have the same idea, so yeah, but probably we do not have any quiz, this semester. But I will assign I think a few homework for you to do at home. So club participation and homework account for 10%. We do not have any quiz this semester, right? And the other one is the chapter presentation, 20%. So the weight is so high, right? Yeah, very high, 20%, right? Only for chapter presentation. ចឹងយើងត្រូវតែ present chapter មួយណាចឹងវា 20% meaning that you have to prepare the slide, you have to prepare the your I think prepare well, right, for your presentation per class. I will let you know, right, how you do it, right, and it count for 20%. Progress test 15%, right? So it is the midterm exam. But if you want to have 2 tests, just let me know, right? Yeah, progress test 1 and progress test 2, right? But I think 1 is enough, right, everyone?
Yes.
ឬក៏យើងចង់បាន2 right, 2 test, test 1, test 2, or you need only 1 midterm exam?
Just
No,
one.
sir. One
Sure,
is
just
enough.
one midterm exam and one exam, sure. That is all, sure. No.
Okay, I think one progress test is enough, right? One midterm exam is enough.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and that
And
for
the rest homework.
yeah, and that account for 15%, right? ចឹង 15% for midterm exam. And the other one is major assignment, 15%. So maybe we have another presentation of the major assignment, right, at the end of the class. And that's the bonus, right? The bonus. Yeah, prepare the slide and present it, in the class to share your finding, right? Your idea, your perspective, right? Of your assignment, right, to your classmate. I will give you bonus, right? Bonus, maybe 5% or maybe 2%, right? Depending on how well you do, right, for your exam, for your assignment, for your presentations. And the other one is the final exam, right? 40%. So actually, I do not like final exam. Yeah, because it's too, 40% is too high, right? I think for the assessment. So actually, I want to reduce it to only 30% and give, 10% to a club participation. But I talked to, I talked to the department director, but they cannot, allow me to do that. We need to, comply, with the rule of the RUPP. So at RUPP, final exam is important, right? It's account for 40% for every subjects and RUPP, right? So I cannot make any change to the final exam, right? Yeah, therefore I put 40% for it. So what do you think about final exam, everyone? Yeah, 40% is good for you?
No chưa?
Ok, អញ្ចឹងយើងមានតែតាមគេណាតាមច្បាប់របស់គេណាតាមrule របស់សកលយើងគឺឲ្យ 40% ទៅ final exam តែប៉ុន្តែគឺ 40% គឺ enough, right? Enough, but we have no choice, right? Have no choice. But anyway, we give a bonus, to the presentation of your major assignment, right? អញ្ចឹងអា presentation តាក់ទង major assignment គឺដើម្បី share idea, share research funding. You have, you spend a lot of time doing your exam, doing the assignment, right? So why not share the outcome, share the funding, right, to your classmate? I give you, I think, around 5%, right? If you do your presentation well. Okay, so you have any question on this suggestion?
Teacher, can I have a question here?
Okay, please.
Teacher, for chapter presentation, you give us like each group one chapter to present about. Wow.
Yes, it's a group work, right? It's group work.
Yeah, I understand you.
Okay. Any more question or any more suggestion? Okay, គ្នាយើងមានសំណួរបន្ថែមទៀតអត់តាក់ទងជាមួយនឹង assessment ហ្នឹង
Hello,
I think that's very important ហ្នឹង Okay, please.
I don't think I can see the Microsoft Teams, teacher. The group, the group of the subject. I don't see
Really?
the team. Yes,
How about the others? How about the others?
Some man don't send the code out.
The group team, right?
Our group on Microsoft Teams. Have you guys already in the group on Microsoft Teams?
Actually, something I've put it in our group and I've pinned it where you can access to all the class through the code and link. You can refer to that.
Okay, you can get the code and try to enroll, for our course on Microsoft Teams. Yeah, because we upload more reading material, in the folder of Microsoft Teams, right, in our group. So don't forget to enroll, for the course. Okay, any more question, everyone, for the assessment? So this part very important, right? Very important for you. Means some way tiền on, right? Mean suggestion, right? Yeah, ការពិតទៅខ្ញុំចង់ឲ្យ class participation ច្រើនតិចណាប៉ុន្តែយើងមើលទៅយើងមិនអាចដកឬមួយក៏យើងដក 5% ពី chapter presentation ទៅ class participation, right? What do you think?
ដកពី progress test ក៏បានដែរឆើ
Oh no. Initially they put 20%, right? But I reduced 5%. So remain 50%. អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំគិតថាយ៉ាងទុកអញ្ចឹងចុះណាទុកអញ្ចឹងចុះក៏ល្អម្យ៉ាងដែរណាអញ្ចឹងដើម្បីឲ្យយើងមាន motivation ក្នុងការធ្វើ presentation ទៅលើ chapter របស់យើងណា 20%អញ្ចឹងយើងគាត់តែអាន chapter មួយអញ្ចឹងទៅយើង prepare slide ទៅមកបញ្ចូលគ្នាយើងអញ្ចឹងណា and then lead discussion in the class and we add more idea more a perspective, right, on the chapter so that we can learn more, right, beyond the book, right? Okay, អញ្ចឹងយើង agree, right, ទៅលើ assessment ហ្នឹងណាតើតងជាមួយនឹង class participation, homework, chapter presentation, midterm exam, major assignment and final exam. អញ្ចឹងធ្វើយ៉ាងម៉េច achieve at least 80%, right? So I want you to work hard, right, and achieve better grade for the course. Okay, so for the outline, right? So week 1 we are supposed to look at the Asia Pacific, but I don't think it's good to start our chapter right away, right, today. So better to put it in week number 2. So in week number 2 we are going to look at Asia Pacific and institution, right, in the region. Yeah, we give you some article to read. And for week number 3, if we go to our textbook, right, chapter 1 presented by group number 1. And our chapter 1 is about theory of regionalism. So I will assign a question for you to discuss in the class. And for week number 4, yeah, we focus on chapter 2 about East Asian regionalism. So group 2 is going to present, right, the chapters. And week number 5, we will work on trade integration in Asia. Chapter 3, right, presented by group number 3. And week number 6, we will look at focus on the regional leadership in East Asia. Chapter 6, presented by group number 4. And in week number 7, we will have one midterm exam and let me know right your assignment topic, right? What you are going to do, you know, for your written assignment. ចឹងតើឲ្យ topic របស់ខ្ញុំដែរនៅថ្ងៃ week number 7 right? So you have plenty of time, you know, to think about your topic, you know, to form your research question, and let me know right in week number 7 what you're going to do, right? Yeah, for your written assignment. And week number 8, yeah, chapter 7 about perspective in Asia Pacific security, right? Presented by group number 5. So week number 9, so we will go to case study, right? About ASEAN Regional Forum, yeah, presented by group number 6. And for week number 10, I will cover chapter 10 about APEC, and you are supposed to give me the first draft of your assignment, right? It's a first draft. You don't need to complete, you know, the whole paper, right? Just first draft. And week number 11, you work on chapter 11. Week number 12, we go back to chapter 8 about ASEAN, about East Asian Summit, right? And week number 13, you are supposed to submit the final draft of your written assignment to me, right? So that I have more time to read. And yeah, probably we have one more, you know, round of presentation, right, in week number 14. So you can get some bonus, you know, for your presentation, right, of the major assignment. At week number 15, we are going to wrap up and review for the final exam. Okay, do you have any question?
Sure, ខ្ញុំសួរមើលចាគ្រប់គ្រប់ presentation ហ្នឹងអាសាញឲ្យមែនចា
អូខេគ្នាយើងចង់អាសាញខ្លួនយើងក៏ចង់ខ្ញុំអាសាញឲ្យ
ខ្លួនឯងចា
how many people ចា
យើង6ក្រុមអញ្ចឹងយើងចែកនឹង38ប្រហែលជា I think 6ក្រុមណា6ប្រហែលជា7ទៅ8នាក់ណា I think maybe a group of 6 students, right? You want to choose group member by yourself, or you want me to assign group member for you?
You can assign.
ខ្ញុំគិតថាប្រហែលជាខ្ញុំគិតថាខ្ញុំអាសាឲ្យយើងអញ្ចឹងណាព្រោះថាដោយសារតែពិបាកក្នុងការគ្នាយើងខ្លះអាច you know gender balance ហើយអញ្ចឹងគ្នាខាងប្រុសគឺគាត់រកតែ you know បរិសុទ្ធគ្នាឯងហើយខាងស្រីគាត់រកthe same gender, right? Same, you know, the friend, you know, female, you know, student, right? អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំគិតថាដើម្បីឲ្យមាន gender balance, I better, you know, assign group members for you, right? So probably a group of 6 or 7 students, right? ជាក្រុមខ្លះ6នាក់ក្រុមខ្លះគឺ7នាក់ណា7នាក់ Okay, agree or not, right?
Agree, sir. Thank you.
Okay, ខ្ញុំព្យាយាមដើម្បី you know ដោយសារតែយកស្គាល់គ្នាពីដើមទៅណាខ្ញុំក៏ស្គាល់គ្នាពីដើមហើយយើងក៏ស្គាល់គ្នាពីដើមដែរអញ្ចឹងI think I will be in a very good position, right, to you know assign, right, group members for you, right? I will do it, you know, randomly, right? Randomly. So don't worry, right? Don't worry. So if you work, you know, with your group members, yeah, try to, you know, compromise, try to, you know, contribute something, right? You know, work with one another, you know, from, you know, now until, you know, the end of semester. Yeah, because I don't think we have more time, you know, for, you know, our subject. We have only 45 hours, you know, for the subject, right? So hope, you know, quite well and get along, right, with one another and try to get more, you know, a score, right? Yeah, do it well and I will give more score to you, right? អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំចង់ឃើញពីណាគេធ្លាក់អញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹង ធ្វើអ្នកនរគ្នាណាអានឹងខ្ញុំគិតថាអ្នកនរគ្នាអាច you know pass the course with flying colors អូខេអញ្ចឹង complete តាក់ទងជាមួយនឹង assignment ហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងគិតតាំងពី week number ចាប់តាមពី week number 2 ហើយទីទៀតខ្ញុំឲ្យ guideline មួយណាយើងអាចពិភាក្សាជាក្រុមអញ្ចឹងទៅ after you know your group members អញ្ចឹងព្យាយាមstart doing your written assignment ហើយas soon as possible អញ្ចឹងរហូតដល់ week number 10 ខ្ញុំនឹងប្រមូល first draft អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំនឹង comment ទៅលើ first draft របស់យើងអាហ្នឹងយើង submit final draft មកខ្ញុំនៅ week number 13 ហើយអញ្ចឹងព្យាយាមដើម្បីធ្វើ article ល្អណាល្អបើសិនជាខ្ញុំគិតថា article ហ្នឹងគឺ good enough it's a scholarly article I will get it published in somewhere ហើយយើងនឹងជួយដើម្បី edit ជួយដើម្បីជួយយើងដើម្បីបន្ថែមអញ្ចឹងទៅ edit អញ្ចឹងទៅល្អអញ្ចឹងទៅដើម្បី publish នៅក្នុងកន្លែងណាមួយអញ្ចឹងណាវាអាចជា newspaper ហើយខ្មែរ Time អាចជា ព្រមពី post ឬក៏អាចបោះនៅកន្លែងmore international website ហើយ magazine like the Diplomat ហើយ or maybe East Asian Forum or maybe AVI right or the other organization អញ្ចឹងព្យាយាមដើម្បីធ្វើម៉េចឲ្យ article របស់យើងល្អណា the quality is good right is good it's a scholarly article right I will have you get it published somewhere okay អញ្ចឹងក្នុងនាមជាអ្នកសិក្សាហើយជា academic so sometimes you need to share your idea what you can contribute to the society to the existing literature right yeah I think the best way to do that is to publish your article right to make your voice heard among the scholar among the academia right academic in the world right the world so currently I'm working on two publications. So one is a journal article. It's going to be published maybe at the end of this month or maybe early next month. I think before New Year. And the other one is a book chapter, about Cambodian foreign policy. Based on our Prime Minister, right? Psychology, our Prime Minister, thought, on Cambodian foreign policy. I think it's going to be published maybe it published by the World Scientific in Singapore, right? In May or beyond, right? I don't know, right? Maybe in May, right? In May. អញ្ចឹងមានតែការ publish ទេដែលយើងអាចបញ្ចេញការមតិរបស់យើង our perspective, our idea, our suggestion, right? Our recommendation, for the government, right? And for the other stakeholder, right? In the region or in the world. Okay, so do your best and if I can, if I find that your article is interesting and scholarly and I will have you, get your article published. Okay, so for the the internal rule, something about student responsibility, about plagiarism, cheating policy, and also the attendance policy. Right? Please read by yourself at home. Yeah, I understand that you already know right the policy, right? Particularly the attendance, right? So you are allowed to be absent for 8 times, 4 with reform and 4 without reform. So make sure that your attendance percentage is 20, right? 20, yes, 20%, right? Not lower than 20%. Otherwise, you will fail the attendance. If you fail attendance, meaning that you fail, the subject automatically. You have to repeat, right? The subject. Yeah, therefore, I do not want to see you fail attendance, right? At all. So try to be, present in class. Try to attend the class regularly, right? Okay, anything else, everyone? Any question or any suggestion?
I have one question.
Lecture.
Okay. Then let me quick. about assignment, written assignment, do we have to follow research methodology like research question, literature review, something like this, teacher?
No, right? Just article, right? I think essay, right? Essay article. I will let you know, right? What you are going to do with that.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. អញ្ចឹងតើតើមួយនឹង research methodology តើតើមួយហ្នឹងគឺថាវាខ្ញុំចង់បានអញ្ចឹងឯងខ្ញុំចង់បានថាតើ you make argument យ៉ាងម៉េច and how can you support your argument យ៉ាងម៉េចណា and that more important right អញ្ចឹងពេលដែលយើងយកទៅ publish វាអាចទូលាយណាទូលំទូលាយណាទូលំទូលាយហើយនឹងអាច publish ទៅតាម you know កាសែតឬក៏យើងអាច publish ទៅតាម website មួយចំនួនតាម magazine មួយចំនួនណា Okay, try to do your best, right? And you know, publish your work, you know, somewhere, right? On media or maybe on website, right? I think gonna be some achievement, right? After our class, right? At the end of our class, you see your work, right? On, you know, newspaper or probably on, you know, a scholarly website, right? Somewhere. Okay, I think one more student want to ask the question.
Yes, lecture related to the written assignment. If we already have our own group, can we form the group by our own? And those who want lecture randomly selected.
Dane, can you repeat what you said earlier?
Yes,
you already have group.
Yes, can we form the group by our own, and those who want do the random selected can be random selected by the major or by the lecture.
I think it's a bit, you know, complicated, right? So let me do it, you know, all together, right?
Okay, cha.
Okay, បើសិនជាយើងធ្វើអញ្ចឹងវាអាច unfair ចំពោះអាចថាគ្នាយើងណាខ្លះអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំគិតថា to be fair I can do it by yourself I can do it by myself and then yeah to you know to make sure that everyone can you know can be part of the group, right? And do it randomly, right? Don't worry, right? Don't worry. Darja, you want to say something?
What about based on the majority? Like if the majority of the class want to do it randomly or they want it to choose it by their own, something like that.
Okay, so maybe Darja, you can do a survey and just let me know, right? If whether they want to do it by yourself and they want me to choose the group member for them.
Okay,
okay, thank you, Darja. Can you let me know by the end of this week? Let's say by the end of Friday.
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank you, Darja. Okay, មានសំណួរទៀតអត់គ្នាយើង Okay, one more question from me. So, do you want to take a break? Or we don't need to take a break. You just, you know, focus on our discussion, you know, for around 2 hours. What do you think?
No break, sir.
Sure, if we don't break, what time will we end the class, sir?
So normally our session take 2 hours. ចឹងវាអាចថាម៉ោងពីម៉ោង5 កន្លះដល់ម៉ោង7 កន្លះណា7 កន្លះបើសិនជា take break អាចយូរជាងនឹងតិចណា
But break how many minutes, sir?
បាច់ break ទេបង
ប្រហែលជា5 នាទីហើយ5 នាទី
Oh, 5 នាទី
I think it's nothing, right? Yeah, and I got, you know, one ខ្ញុំបាន suggestion ពីគ្រូផ្សេងគាត់ថាគួរតែមាន break ប្រហែលជា5 ទៅ 10 នាទីខ្ញុំគិតថា5 10 នាទី is nothing, right? អញ្ចឹងគ្នាយើងគួរតែតាមខ្ញុំគិតគួរតែយើង go straight ប្រហែលជាខ្ទង់7 ម៉ោងណា2 ម៉ោងបើសិនជាយើង work well ហើយនឹងយើងអាចថា1 ម៉ោង 40 នាទីឬក៏1 ម៉ោង 50 នាទី I think it should be enough, right, for the session, right? Okay, តាម subject របស់យើងតាមប្រធានបទអីដែលយើងយកមក discuss នៅក្នុងថ្នាក់របស់យើងណាអញ្ចឹងពេលខ្លះវាអាច beyond 2 hours ប្រហែលជា2ម៉ោងជាងណា without a break right ពេលខ្លះវាអាចតិចជាង2ម៉ោងណា depending on discussion depending on our discussion topic right អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំគិតថា yeah បើសិនជាគ្នាចង់បាន break គឺ let me know right it's fine right just only 5-10 minutes right in between right okay any other comment or any other suggestion before we end our session today
I have one more, sir.
Okay, David.
What is journal session on week 13 and 14 again, teacher?
Okay, wait. Kapit journal ហ្នឹងគឺ journal កញ្ចែត right គឺចង់ you can go back to a verb របស់យើងគឺចង់បាន reflection paper គឺគ្រូម្នាក់ទេគាត់ចង់ចែកគាត់ចង់ថា after one session you have to write one reflection paper អញ្ចឹងបើសិនជាយើងចប់ឧទាហរណ៍ថាចប់ week number 1 you have to write reflection paper on what we learn about week number 1 week number 2 យើង write reflection paper មួយទៀតរហូតដល់ week number 12 អញ្ចឹង reflection paper ហ្នឹងគឺ compile ចូលគ្នាខ្លះជា journal មួយ right journal មួយអញ្ចឹងតាមខ្ញុំគិតណាខ្ញុំគិតថាវា take time right វា take time ហើយនឹងwe cannot make any useful I think make any best use of the time therefore I decided to delete the reflection paper and focus on only the discussion I think that's important right for all of us as the junior right we already in semester 2 of year 3 and everyone is preparing to be a senior right next year therefore I think we can delete some requirement right we focus on what are useful right for our study right online
yes sure I support
okay បើសិនជាចង់បានជា reflection paper every week it should be okay right
no
but then គាត់ថា workload ហ្នឹងគឺ it's gonna be a lot of work to do right gonna have work to do you have to write one reflection paper every week right
yes sure we rather speak it out if we want to talk about the reflection paper or about our own idea we should speak it actually I don't like to write
okay okay អត់អីទេណាយើងគិតថាគេតាក់ទងជាមួយនឹង assessment គឺ class participation គឺ important right homework is enough yeah I think few homework in this semester ដែលសំខាន់គឺ presentation discussion right អញ្ចឹងតាក់ទងមួយ reflection paper យើងអាច ignore right ignore okay any other question everyoneទីនេះគឺចង់បាន reflection paper right you can see yeah, but I already talked to Mr. Lokru Thirat right so we decided to replace reflection paper with chapter presentation right ខ្ញុំគិតថា reflection paper គឺ is good right but I think it's not compulsory it's not necessary right for all of us so we already discussed in the class ហើយបើសិនជាមាន reflection paper ក៏វាពិបាកដែរគ្នាយើងគឺជាពេលខ្លះយើងជួយគ្នាយើង share idea មួយគ្នាអញ្ចឹងទៅយើងមើលថាវាអត់ useful ដែរយើង idea គឺស្ទើរគ្នាណានៅពេលដែល student work with one another right គាត់ share ជាមួយគ្នាតែទៅមួយ reflection paper right អញ្ចឹងគេថា it's not a good idea to have that okay any more suggestion or any more question everyone
I have one more, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
What on week 2 they assign article? What is it?
Week number?
Week 2.
Okay, I will give you more article to read. Yeah, about Asia Pacific region and also institution. ចឹងខ្ញុំនឹង upload journal article បន្ថែមទៀតណាតាក់ទងជាមួយនឹងបញ្ហាហ្នឹងណា
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more questions? Okay, if there is no more question suggestion, I think it's enough, right? For our session today is more than 2 hours now. And thank you for your participation. So hopefully we can work with one another, smoothly, right? Throughout the semester. And thank you, everyone. Yeah, please stay home and stay safe. See you next week. Goodbye, everyone.
Good night.
Goodbye, lecturer. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Enjoy